From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 16. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And another nice catch there for a 1st down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions. 5th in receiving yards. Added all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And what a big 2020 season for the Saints for this 3rd-round pick in 2017 out of Florida Atlantic. Now, he signed with the Bengals back in March, but for New Orleans last year, 13.5 sacks, which tied Aaron Donald for the NFC lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Touchdown, Packers. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
11 mighty. 11 MT.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Big 13. Big 13.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
On 1, ready? 11, 11. 31's the mic. 12, 12, 12. 31's the mic. We own them. 31's the mic.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Flush to his right. Caught on the slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Burrow, rolling to his right. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, the
Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll fire one downfield for Fant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
31's the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. 31's the mic.
Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11. I don't think you got it, son. 31's the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Wilson now on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Burrow on play action. He gets this one to Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Tate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defense.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. 31's the mic.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Pick your game up. 31's the mic.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
31's the mic. Hey, get around. 31's the mic. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
11. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 31's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Don't say nothing. 31's the mic.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Trey Hendrickson, an all-pro with New Orleans in 2020, there on the tackle. Second and 10. Jackson.
Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jackson.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cincinnati, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.